Hi, this is Bruce, and today we're going to look at how to install Sublime Text on a USB stick. I'll be working with Mac today, so I'm going to be downloading the OS X version. And let me just get my USB stick in here. And so I've downloaded the DMG, and I'm unzipping it. If you're working on let me just slide this over here for a sec. So if you're working on a Windows system, then you probably want to download the Windows 64-bit portable version, unless you're working on a really old Windows system. And I'll download that as well, just so we can see it. So you can see here I've opened up the Sublime Text DMG. Let me just close this for a second. And it's suggesting that I drag it into my applications. I don't really want to do that. What I want to do is, let me just minimize this for a sec. I want to drag it to the desktop, and this will become clear later. Open it once from the desktop, and now that I can see that it's open and it runs, I'm going to quit it. So Command Q to quit, and then I'm going to drag it to oops, you can see I've already got some stuff here. Let me just delete these things. So you can see it from scratch. So I'm going to drag the Sublime Text application to my USB stick. And you can see on my USB stick I've also created a folder called Sublime, so that it's easier to track or to keep track of my files. And I can close that now. And now I'm going to open up Sublime Text from that folder on my USB, and I can see that it works. So next thing I'm going to do is to add package control to Sublime. So this will allow us to add packages or to add other software, plugins, things like that. So package control, there it is here. Install. I downloaded Sublime Text 3, so I'm going to copy this code. Make sure you copy the whole thing, nothing more, nothing less. And then I'm going to paste it into the console. So we're going to do show console. Console is down here at the bottom. I'm going to paste it, hit enter, and it's going to install. Obviously, you can see a little error message comes up. That's okay. And then, I don't know if we have to do this or not, but I'm going to close Sublime Text and reopen it again. And now I should be able to do Command Shift P and then start to type install. And if package control is installed successfully, I can see that it will come up here with the information. So click on that, and then we can start to search for packages. So one of the packages that we're going to install today is Emmet. So I'm going to start to type Emmet. Then you can see it comes up with suggestions. Double click on Emmet, and you can see down here in the bottom that it's installing. It's loaded successfully. I'm going to click again, quit in order to reload Sublime. And again, I don't know if we necessarily have to do it. And so if we go, I'm just going to show you a little bit of something about Emmet. So I'm going to save this as So you can save it as an HTML file. And then now to use Emmet, if I type in here's some of the things that it does. If I type in an exclamation point and then hit tab, you can see it gives me an HTML5 document, I guess a template or bare bones skeleton. Let me just increase the size of the text here. So I'm hitting Command Shift plus. I can also do things like create a section, and in that section put an article, and I can assign that article a class, and then I can put a div, and I can assign that div a class. You'll notice I'm doing it kind of like for Bootstrap, and so I can add a second level heading, and then I can add a paragraph with a class of lead. So type all that in, hit enter, and then you can see it creates all the opening and closing tags and the classes and stuff like that, and we can start to type. So that's Emmet. Next thing we probably want to do is to create an SFTP file, or to be able to link using SFTP. So again, I'm going to open up the package controller, Command Shift P, and then type install, or start typing install, and then I can see that package control comes up. Start to type in the package I want, so SFTP by Will Bond. I think I clicked on the wrong one. Let's try it again. There we go. So I've just installed SFTP, and now I'm going to add my project. So that's my the name of my website. So to add that project or website to Sublime Text, I'm just going to drag it over to Sublime Text, and you can see it creates a folder for me. Now I'm going to just save that project as 2015 S1. And now if I wanted to, when I come back to that, let me just close the project. I can open up Sublime, and then I can go open project, go to where my project is saved, and apparently I didn't save it here. And I didn't save it there either. And so I don't know where it is. I saved it in my documents. I should have saved it here. So let me just save that project again. Save project as, and this time I'll make sure I save it into my project folder. 2015 S1. There we go. And now we should be good. Now obviously I can open up the project from this point. So next thing I want to do is I want to map to the remote, or I want to install the to be able to SFTP to and from the folder. So I'm going to right click on my folder, click on map to remote. We're set up to use FTP, not SFTP. The host name is micromedia.vaniercollege.qc.ca. My username is 2015 S1, and the password I'm going to put in a second, just after I pause the video. Oh, actually, yeah. Before I do that, I'm going to get rid of the remote path. The remote path is just going to be the root of our website. And now I'm going to pause the video and put in the password. So you can see I've paused the video and I've put in the password, and it's created the sftp config.json file. And now if I go to here, you can see I've got an SFTP menu. And if I click Browse Remote, then it should connect to the server and show me the folders in my on the server. So if I click on Hypertext, and I can download that folder. And now you can see that I've got all my hypertext files. If I just open up the index.php, and then I can go down here, Bruce lead, and let me add another little paragraph. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to upload it. So right click, SFTP, upload file. And now if we check online, so 2015 S1, then you can see it's added the uploaded by Sublime. I guess a final note here, we can go back and, so if you're working on Windows, you can get the portable version for Windows. And then we can unzip it right here. Actually, you can see I've already downloaded it, so I'm going to unzip this one. There's the folder. So I'm going to copy this folder and then place it also in my Sublime text, and then to run it on in my Sublime folder, and then to run it on a PC machine, instead of clicking obviously on the Sublime Text Mac app, you'd come down here and click on the exe file. Then you'll have to go through the same process of adding package control and adding SFTP and Emmet, but you won't have to configure your the SFTP information, the connection information, because the file should already exist in the SFTP config.json file. So I hope this helps. Thank you very much.